Good afternoon, everybody, or rather, good evening, everybody. My name is Engineer Sahar Pro, and I'm going to be taking us on this presentation of smart home um, business. At the end of in recent times, we realized that uh, security to human lives and property was getting to a very, very high scale that we at Sydnet, we are afraid that if technological gadgets are not introduced into their daily activities of the security personnel that we have out there, like the police force, the military, and co. It may become very, very difficult for them, or rather overwhelming for them to do their task, and that will now increase the security risk that we already have on ground. And before now, we already had issues like burglary, child molestation, and co that was already at its high peak, like ritual killings and all that. Domestic home accidents, like just recently, a toddler hanged himself because nobody was. We saw on social media how a toddler hanged himself mistakenly, and there was nobody watching him, and the boy just died like that uh, because there was no gadget to keep watch on these kids. So we already have all those on ground, but it's already a dead on arrival case because of the rate at which a lot of things are happening in, in this side of the country or like developing environment. So on that note, we decided to come up with this platform by merging with the telco companies, whereby we ride our technology on a 4G infrastructure. And at the end of the day, we are able to bring your home to your pocket. What do I mean by bringing your home to your pocket? Meaning that your smartphones are now used as a means to also prefer a form of security to your loved ones while you are away. That's the essence of what we are trying to bring up. What we're going to be doing is that I'm going to share this meeting, this screen with my phone. And on the phone, I would show us um, the screen. I will show us the screen of my phone and how we're going to look at a remote location in where these devices are installed. So I'm not currently in location, but through my phone, we are going to look at it together. So let's go to my main screen and search all the apps that I have out there. You can see it there. You can see it now. So when you get here, if your device is online, you will see this dark like this. But if it is not online, you see it grayed out, meaning that that device is not up. So as it is now, it's online. So all I need to do is to click on it. When I click on it, automatically it takes me to where the cameras, all the cameras that are installed to the device. This is a portrait view, so let's make it a landscape so we'll appreciate the video. So you can see that you have in my premises 4 cameras installed. This is the main office where the accountant and the engineer and some other students are. This is the reception, this is the corridor, and this is the entrance of the building. So from a remote location, I am looking at the office. Now, another beautiful thing about this is that you can actually itemize a camera. Let's go to the office and take out one camera. Itemizing the camera, you can see that I have the entire view there. And on that view, you can also zoom down by just expanding on it to see what is currently happening on the remote location. Because the lens of this camera, this is actually a low end, it's actually a 750p camera. But
you can have other cameras that are high definition and high grid cameras. The more expensive the camera, the higher it is. But if I zoom down, I can see specifically all that is on the system of this individual as is typed. And that is not only that, you can zoom down, you can take feedback and control the camera from any direction. Now I'm swiping from between camera view. You can, to confirm what I'm saying, you can see the dates. On the 4th, today is 22nd of March 2020, and I'm taking this video around 4 p.m. So you can see it's matching with my recording. I can swipe just by swipe from camera view to camera view. This is the reception. So I go down to see who that individual is, all from a remote location. All from a remote location. I can zoom in and zoom out, zoom into every device that is in there, and zoom out to view all that is there. So from a remote location. Now, another thing we also need to take note is that you can actually, when you are saying something that you don't like in a location, like I want to take the attention of this people that is over there now. Let me see if they can hear me. You can actually put a call up. You can put up a call to that end to take their attention. Ima, please tell. Okay, you can hear me. If you can hear me, just wave. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, I'm actually doing a video now. Okay, thank you very much. I'm doing a video now. I'm doing a recording. So let me leave this place now. Thank you very much. Okay. Now I have taken that part out, and it's about to rain here. But I've taken it out, and I can see everything that is happening in that remote location. But that's not just it. If you go to the top screen and click on those 3 dots, when you click on those 3 dots, you will see a menu asking to play back. What this means is that each of these cameras have a recording on a daily basis. As long as it is on, it is recording whatever has happened in that place. Like now, around 9 a.m. this morning, that was when this recording started. This is what was happening early hours of this morning in this location. So I can actually swipe this place to see the blue area are the video recordings that has recorded over there. All this blue line will tell me everything. So you cannot lie to me and tell me that you were in my premises when you were not there. I can be able to see everything that is happening, that has been happening there. And guess what? You can also see these dates here. Means that you can actually solve between dates. You can actually go to a previous day, like yesterday was yesterday was 21st. So let's go to 21st and see what is in 21st. That was yesterday. And you can see what was happening in the office. You can zoom down to see what was happening. You don't need to be there live. You can as well analyze the information that you have there. Even if it has come and gone, you can actually go back. Maybe take, for example, like some mothers that do not have a house help. They can leave their children in the house, dash down to the next street to buy something. And as long as their phones are with them, they can still see what is happening in the home.
But before we start looking at what we intend to do, let us look at what is already on ground. What is the existing infrastructure that we already have on ground? Let us take a look at it. From what we have on ground already, we know that when anybody builds his home or his house or the office or office complex or blocks of flats, find out that they immediately connect directly to the power grid. And when they connect to the power grid, this power is distributed to the appliance in the house through the multiple circuit breaker. You can refer to it as the MCB. And that is the normal conventional way everybody connects their appliances at home from the power grid straight to the appliance. So issues like high voltage that blows these equipment because they all operate with sensitive voltage regulations that comes up. And most times, most of us use gadgets from this high current or high voltage that comes from the power grid. There's no form of filtering. And not only that, we have fire outbreak from power surges. So a lot of things have been happening, and on that note, this current existing infrastructure is not what can help us, even if we go and install all manner of gadgets to protect us. The moment you are relying on the power grid, it's already a dead on arrival project. So we now also notice that people now decide to put on inverters in their homes. And inverters now form or act as a source of power, alternative source of power that you can use in your homes, whereby you have batteries that is being charged while the power is on. And another thing it does is that the inverting box actually filters your current and makes sure that your equipment, they are all okay. So you have your inverters now, instead of your homes connected directly to the power grid, you now have your homes connected to the inverter, and the power grid is also connected. The power grid is the one feeding the inverters, and the inverter is now feeding the homes. And with that now, you now have your appliances connected to the inverter. It's a good solution, but at the end of the day, for us power engineers, it's more of you using your money to acquire a solution that is not efficiently used. The reason we are saying that is that in Nigeria, for example, we have this habit of leaving our lights on. We have this habit of leaving our fridges, our appliances on, and going off. So most times when we actually need the light, we have actually burnt it on something else. So we need an efficient way of conserving or using this power that is already being saved for us via the inverting system. So that is where we are actually coming into play. So we still have the power grid, we still have the inverters connected to our homes. But this time around, your appliances are no longer connected directly to your MCB or your multiple circuit breakers anymore. What you now have are IoT devices that are connected to your sockets, your normal sockets that you have, your 13 amps, your 15 amps. So you have these devices connected to them, all controlled wireless, and your appliances are now on. So take, for example, maybe a sunny day, you want to go home from your office, and you prefer a situation whereby your AC should have chilled your room. How about you putting on your AC from your office and the AC is chilling your room before you get home? How about that? Or you have an aged one in the house and you want to keep watch on them. How about you just with your phone, you can look at them and see what they are doing in the house? Or what of a situation whereby you send your driver to go and pick your kids from school, and right from the school, you can look, you have a camera inside the car, and you have our devices installed on your car seat that nobody can see, and hidden cameras on inside the car, and you are viewing your car right from where they picked them to their homes. Or maybe somebody takes your car, or they steal your car. You don't even need a tracking device. You can see and identify everybody that is inside the car at that particular time. How about that? How about maybe you want to wet your or you want to wet your like in this Hamatan period now, your fire hose or your hose, that whatever device using wetting your flowers are connected to these devices. You can, from your office or your remote location, put these things on and also put them off. You can actually monitor your farm for those people that will have devices that can, like poultry, that they have different sections of maybe the watering, the feeding, and all that. You have machines that does that. And with your phone, you are controlling all these things. How about you having something like that in a setting that we already have here? So that is exactly what we are trying to introduce to the Nigerian populace. So what are our deliverables? The first is the CCTV camera system, which is every conventional camera CCTV camera system that I have out there. What we did in this case was that we merged it with a 4G infrastructure, whereby instead of you having just a camera and like every other system whereby you can easily, because someone may ask, it's not just to have a CCTV in my home and insert a modem into it. Yes, we already have the technology out there, but we now increased it by creating a hotspot in your homes.